Canada.
Is the theater in the background?
Yeah.
Nice. Girl. That was a big stay. Yes. That was a huge stay. Winnipeg. Oh man, our longest stay ever.
By far.
How many days?
I believe 16 nights here.
Dang.
Winnipeg is it's very family friendly. It's not so much one of Canada's top destination cities.
It's not like a big fancy city. It's a big-ish city.
It's very nice and it has a ton of activities and resources for kids. There was the Assiniboine Park
with the playground.
With the playground. They had a nature playground that was just huge. A bunch of kids there. They had this area where they had water come into the sand and kids could build little dams. The SkyZone trampoline park. We had a great time. I took a couple days after we got here, and then yesterday we all went as a family, and it's
that was super fun
to bounce around and go in the foam pit. So Ever didn't do super great with not being able to run on stage and make noise. So they have an extra little room for us so we can sit in it and watch the show and make noise and we don't bother anyone. So cool. The Assiniboine Park Zoo was super cool. I took Ever there and they have their big exhibits are the polar bears and the stingrays. And we went to the polar bear exhibit and you walk underneath the water and we got really lucky. There was a polar bear that came right on top. So Ever got to see that and she got a little scared. But she got to go around and say, animals, animals. And then she didn't quite pet the stingrays, but we went and took a look at it. In the park, they have this huge park with this beautiful outdoor amphitheater, and they have free concerts on Thursdays and Sunday nights in the summer, so we went on the Sunday night one. And then at the same place, they do free yoga on Wednesday mornings, and I got to do that last week, and that was really neat, really cool.
The right set of conditions. I think I had a lot of work to do. I had like things where I just needed to be on the computer for a fair bit, and so the stability of having, you know, a Tim Hortons right down the street, this Daily Grind coffee shop I would go to, that was, you know, really reliable.
A couple of fun facts about Winnipeg that we learned. Winnipeg is the namesake for the beloved fictional character Winnie the Pooh. There was a real bear that was named Winnipeg after the city of Winnipeg that Winnie the Pooh's character was based on. And then we went to Fort White Alive. We stopped in there. It's really nice wilderness. Go walk about, see the buffaloes, learn about the area. Not awesome for toddlers. They didn't really have a ton of stuff to do. Rocky couldn't come in, but they did have this one area where they had these stuffed animals, the taxidermied animals, and she got to see them. The Forks downtown is a lot like if you're familiar with the Ferry Building in San Francisco. It's got all these local shops, super charming. We had lunch there one day. We went a couple of times. We did a boat tour.
Oh, that was fun, yeah. On
the water, on the Red River, and it rained that day, but we got to see the city from the water.
You can even see here the steps. Usually there's another layer down here where the water is.
Oh, wow.
What's that
It's like a fun little hangout, walk around, but now you.
Well, it's a nice for a kilometer long day and night. People are walking up down there.
Now it's underwater.
Now it's under.
And they also have a really, really neat playground that Ever liked to play on slides with. Ever and I are at the Apple store today because my computer got soaked in coffee yesterday and now it won't turn on. At the Winnipeg West KOA.
About this time is we always usually stay pretty close to the playground, but this time we're literally on the playground. So in this park, we are literally at the end spot where we could put out all our chairs and everything, and we're literally at the playground. Like there's no way, we're in the playground basically. And so
it's fantastic.
This location, I think, intentionally attracted other people with little kids, and so we got to meet the people right next to us a couple times, a couple different families, because we've been here for 16 days.
Winnipeg is the geographic sort of center of Canada and along this Trans-Canada Highway, and it's really popular in the summer for people to drive it. And so we just can sit here at night and watch people drive along the highway, and there's a lot of people just stay for one night at this campsite. Having a little bit with how much we've moved around, having this course sort of like just be here, focus on some things we need to focus on that you can't really do when you're traveling around a bunch has been really valuable, and I've really enjoyed it. And
cool.
also excited to move on.
And Jen may do some driving today.
Yeah.
Some highway driving of the rig. All right, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Let's get out of here.
We are taking a little impromptu trip to Walmart to buy an axe. And we didn't know we were going to stop here when we left, but I just got chalk on our face, some fresh pen tattoos, no pants and no shoes. So